Welcome to Ms. English Learning Studio. I'm so happy you're here.
Yeah.
Before we jump in, please make sure to subscribe, like, and share the show with your friends. It really helps us out. Today, we are tackling the final piece of the puzzle, the evening. We're looking at a specific anchor habit designed to help you unwind and clear out the mental clutter that builds up during the day.
Right. And it is the perfect time for this discussion. We've moved past the morning rush and, that afternoon slump.
Oh yeah, the slump is real.
It is. But now we are setting the scene for the final chapter, the evening routine. And the primary goal for this time of day is to just unwind.
I really like how the source material uses a great analogy for that verb. Think of a tight spring. All day long, you're winding that spring tighter with stress and focus.
Exactly.
So to unwind means deliberately letting that tension go so it doesn't snap.
And that tension usually comes from mental clutter. If you think about a physical room, if you throw clothes and papers everywhere, it's a mess.
A total mess, yeah.
Your brain does the exact same thing. By 8 p.m., you've collected a mess of unfinished chores, worries, and just random tasks.
Which is the critical insight for you listening. To actually learn effectively and reach that goal of thinking in English, you have to clear that clutter before bed. You can't build a new language skill on top of anxiety and noise.
You need a reset button.
Right.
And that brings us to the tool for this deep dive. It's the final anchor habit mentioned in the text, the 3-minute reflection.
I really appreciate how low stakes this is. It isn't an hour of meditation, it's just 3 minutes. But looking at the guidelines, there are some strict rules here. Specifically, no dictionaries and zero worrying about grammar.
That rule is non-negotiable. If you reach for a dictionary, you've turned it back into work. This is about flow. You just sit quietly before sleep, and you either speak to yourself or write in a journal.
So to keep people from just staring at a blank page, the text gives us a framework.
Right, 3 specific questions.
Question 1, what was the best part of today?
Question 2, what did I learn?
And finally, how do I feel?
It's so simple.
It is. I want to read the example from the notes because it proves you don't need to be Shakespeare. The entry is literally, today was busy, I had coffee, I felt a bit tired, but I watched a video. Tomorrow will be better.
That simplicity is the secret sauce. By doing this, you are moving English from being a subject you study in a textbook to a tool you use for your actual life. It teaches your brain that English belongs to you, not your teacher.
It bridges that gap between studying the language and living in it.
So, if we look at the big picture of this deep dive, we are using reflection, serious thought, as an anchor habit to clear the clutter of the day and finally unwind.
A great summary. And remember, you don't need to overhaul your entire life tonight. Just try this one anchor habit, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.